You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy. Well, good day, folks. Welcome back to Old Man in a Uke. Glad to have you. I'm going to kind of ramble quickly so I can get through my notices. You probably noticed that the beginning changed a little bit in the last video, and I'm going to try to pursue that further. That's kind of a fun thing to do, and that's where I add a little music to the opening. I hope you like that. If you have any comments about that, let me know. I don't know how I'm going to do that as a daily thing or as a video thing. In the future, I might play the feature song or part of the feature song in the opening, or it might be a random song like I did this time or last time. Anyway, sad news. This week is the Reno air races will no longer be in Reno. Now, for you pilots out there or people who are interested in aviation, like most people are, for the last 60 years, the Reno air races, the national air races, were held in Reno, Nevada. Why? Well, because 60 years ago it was desert. There was an airport there, and it was very sparsely populated. And I think because of the Reno air races, that area grew more populated, more communities invaded the space around that area, and as we know, there had been a couple of crashes, although they say, well, that happens all the time. I mean, that's a part of air racing, like car racing. There's accidents in almost every car race and motorcycle race, and there's injuries in foot racing. There's all kinds of things that happen, and that happens in air racing as well. When you in the unlimiteds, when you're flying at almost 500 miles an hour and something goes wrong, well, it can be rather catastrophic. But anyway, they say that's not the reason. There's other reasons why the Reno air races are being forced out of Reno. And that's unfortunate because it's a heck of a tradition, and it brought so much excitement to that part of the country. And as I said back then, it was relatively safe for spectators because the chances of an airplane crashing into a crowd was small, although that has happened. So that's where they haven't. The Reno National races have not determined what new area they're going to go to. You know, the national races were once in Cleveland, Ohio, and they got closed down there for the same reason, because the Reno races brought in permanent populations that overpopulated that area enough to force the national races out of there. So it's kind of a sad thing. Never learn, huh? The feature song for today is "This Land Is Your Land" by Woody Guthrie, which was that an opening? I think that was the opening song last week. I decided to play it all the way through this time. Let's see. Oh yeah, uke repairs. I added, I mentioned before about the high G or the optional high G and low G string for the top string, and I changed this this ukulele to a low G. So you can hear that it's quite low, and the progression is from low to high. Whereas if you play a high G 4-string, then the sound is more like, "My dogs have fleas." Starts high, goes low to high. Well, I like this better because it sounds a little more, I guess, guitar-ish. And also it's easier to play with melodies for a new song. I mean, I've decided to try to start creating songs. And it's easier to do that with a low G because then the progression of the notes is not complicated. We'll see how that works out. Anyway, we'll get on with the song. This land is your land. Really, thanks for being here. And we'll see you on the flip side. Well, here we go. This land is your land. This land is your land. This land is my land. From California to the New York Islands, from the Redwood Forest to the Gulf Stream waters. This land was made for you and me. As I was walking that ribbon of highway, I saw above me that endless skyway. I saw below me that golden valley. This land was made for you and me. This land is your land. This land is my land. From California to the New York Island, from the Redwood Forest to the Gulf Stream waters. This land was made for you and me. I've roamed and rambled, and I followed my footsteps to the sparkling sands of her diamond deserts. And all around me a voice was sounding. This land was made for you and me. This land is your land. This land is my land. From California to the New York Islands, from the Redwood Forest to the Gulf Stream waters. This land was made for you and me. Well, that's fun. That's fun. I hope you enjoyed it. Anyway, I guess we'll see you next time. And as I always say, never let a day go by without learning something new. Have a great day, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye. This land is your land. This land is my land.